Here's your Storm Tracker weather forecast with Chief Forecaster Bob McGuire.
That's right. Well, it's been kind of a dry night here in the Billings area, but outside here and all around us, we had a few scattered showers. But the big story tonight has been the very strong gusty winds. Take a look at this picture from Tammy Hochhalter. They had 32-mile-per-hour wind gusts where she is at. Look at the dust in the sky as well. You could just see it blowing in from the west earlier on. And meanwhile, over in Livingston, talk about going to the west, Gonzo Rain's got this picture. And look at the windsock. It's straight out. He says, guess where this is? I'm thinking maybe the Absaroka Mountains outside Livingston, and I think we'd be right. Meanwhile, let me show you some of the other places where we did have some high winds. Fishtail had 59-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Columbus, 58-mile-per-hour. It was 55 over in Livingston. Laurel and Billings both had 54-mile-per-hour wind gusts today. Wow, really screaming at us earlier on. That was a little, what we call a gust front move through and really brought some strong gusty winds with it. Right now, here's what's happening at Billings, though. The winds have died down. It's out of the east at 8 miles per hour. It's 58 degrees with partly cloudy skies right now. Now, our high temp actually topped out at 79. The normal high 83. The record was 100 back in 1990. The record low was 46 back in 1972. And when it comes to precipitation, nothing fell out of the clouds. We had just a dry, gusty wind. That was all we got. So for the first day of July, we're kind of in the hole right now. We need to be at 0.05. Obviously not. And for the year, we're still at 7.80. Need to be at 8.03 to be caught up to average. Just need a couple of good thunderstorms and we'd be caught up in a hurry. But in the meantime, our current temps into the 50s out in the far west. 48 over Cutbank right now. Across the High Line, we're into the 50s and 60s there. Of course, here in Billings, we're at 58. You see 65 for one of the warmer spots at the Miles City. 68 right now over in Glenda and 66 in Williston, North Dakota. But back here, look at all the 80s in northeastern Montana. That was the place to be if you like the heat. 83 over in Sheridan, 84 at Worland. Of course, here in Billings, we topped out at 79. Into the 50s and 60s out in the far west are reported highs today. But we still have this to talk about. They're still letting some water out of the Buffalo Bill Dam, and that's causing the Shoshone River to really rise above its banks, and we're seeing some minor flooding there. Plus, we still have this, a red flag warning for Johnson County. Now, that's where Buffalo, Wyoming is, just south of Sheridan. So that's because of high winds, low humidity, and that's going to cause a very erratic fire behavior if it gets started. In the meantime, you can see we still have that southwesterly flow of air caught up in it. Several little cells that were pretty big. These areas where you see the blue flashing, that's where I had reports of some hail out of the storms, but nothing here in the Billings area. Just nothing rain, just the gusty winds that kind of moved along with it. So as we move on tonight and for tomorrow, just a few isolated showers expected. The big stuff, that's going to be over here into the Dakotas tomorrow. But back here towards our area at the surface, it is a cold front that's moving through tonight, and that'll continue to push its way into the eastern edge of the state by tomorrow. Look at that. Sunny skies moving in behind that high pressure moving in as well. And so we think maybe just some partly cloudy skies moving in by Friday morning. Maybe a few clouds over the Billings area, but outside of that, mostly sunny skies all around that. By the time Friday night gets here, here comes your next system bringing some scattered rain showers, but at least Thursday is going to be dry, and we'll have a slight chance for some showers moving in. These will be afternoon splash and dash showers. But as far as rainfall amounts, not expecting much here in the Billings area, just some light stuff moving into our region. And so it looks like for tonight, our temps cooled back down to the 30s and 40s out in the west, 40s and 50s back here in eastern Montana with partly cloudy skies, maybe a little cooler over West Yellowstone, maybe some scattered rain showers there. Then for tomorrow, back up into the 80s, maybe 78 over at Harleton and 71 over at White Silver Springs in the far west. Sunshine, 60s and 70s in that area. But for Billings tonight, mostly clear, slight chance for some sprinkles overnight, cooling down to 51 degrees. Next 7 days, how about 80s all the way through? Should be dry on Thursday, but a slight chance for afternoon showers on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Let's go back to Russ.